I'm holding court, you standing trial. Why ain't I see you round back when
Which is funny because the impetus for, so this is 2-3 years before Ready to Die drops, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, oh, this is the first time. And it's like, I ended Psychoactive with the suicide.
Yeah, right.
And then 2 years later, Notorious B.I.G. ended Ready to Die with a suicide. You know what I mean? And everybody went, oh, crazy suicidal thoughts. It literally was, this man was listening to Psychoactive. It just straight up, he was listening.
Yeah.
And
So-
what's the sickness, that sickness, and how that sickness contributed to Ready to Die. And if you say, well, why or how would they know? It's like we were in the source all the time.
Yeah.
We were in the Source magazine all the time. The Gun to the Temple, even Dr. Dre replicating
I
my
remember that.
Psychoactive cover on the cover of the Source. So it's like for these people to not be aware of what we was doing is comical. And Psychoactive was 2 years before the Chronic, a year before the Chronic, 2 years before Doggy Style, 2.5 years before Ready to Die. It was
I mean, I don't want to say, look, I'm a Northern California dude, and I love the hip hop culture, right? But like, it never got his job. I mean, the way they played E40 on what he's contributed, what y'all contributed. You know, people pretend like it didn't happen or they didn't originate it.
Right.
But like we know if you're from there, especially, like we listen to it. Like I would hear stuff in pop culture, and I'd be like, I heard that with 40 on the Mailman. You know what I mean? Or a Federal.
Yeah.
So
they act like it doesn't exist because to admit that it exists requires, well, how were you influenced by it?
Right.
And they want to be, we originated this. And, I remember reading an article in the Source where they said that Biggie practically he invented the term player hater on Life After Death. And I was like, come on, man.
Yeah, right.
Invented the term. In this 5 mic review, they're saying he invented a term that literally has been being said by Too Short and E40 and all these people for a decade. Like, you serious? And so, we were dealing with that and that the East-West thing and their hold on the culture, and I want to let that go. And now we've progressed to where other people are really, regions have an opportunity to do their thing. But back then, honestly, it mattered to me that East Coast publications and East Coast rappers had to admit that I was competing. That
you
mattered.
wanted the respect.
I did.
The respect. Yeah.
I did. Whether I had to take it, trip on them, something. But
competitive industry too. I mean, that's the sport, right?
But you was all about the art. You was like, look, I can spit. I'm from Sac. I'm a Crip. I'm from the 24th Street, but I got them bars. Yeah.
That last verse, that first verse on that sickness, that delivery. Then,
which one?
Crazy nigga will spit some Psychoactive and this shit. Killing niggas, the bitches that actually think that they could get. But that kind of flow for 19. I wrote that. I wrote that in 92.
Yeah.
You could do that flow right now, and people say, "Oh, that's so dope. It's brand new."
Yeah.
And it's just something I did in 29 years ago, man.